Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be doing an analysis on the Star Wars Disney Plus intro. Basically this intro that they've been playing or that they were playing at the beginning of every Mandalorian episode. And I'm assuming that they're going to be using this for other TV shows as well, but I don't know that for a fact, but I hope they do and I think it'd be cool, and I'm assuming that they are. So anyway, I'm going to do an analysis of this intro today because it's actually quite interesting. So, first of all, I'm just going to show you guys the intro and then we'll dive in. Alright, so there's the intro. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys doing a kind of an analysis breakdown of it. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you guys. So first of all, as you can see, there's a bunch of different famous figures from Star Wars. So I'm just going to name all of them quickly. So we have Darth Vader, BB-8, C-3PO, or some other protocol droid, Kylo Ren, R2-D2. That looks like a Resistance pilot, which could be Poe Dameron or just a Resistance pilot. I don't know. That would be right there if you just go a few frames back, actually. That's a Scout Trooper. Then you go into Captain Phasma. Then you go, of course, into Mandalorian. And then the Star Wars logo shows up to show that it's Star Wars. Alright, so now we've named all I've named all the things we see there. What I realized is that this is actually basically all of the famous or important droid heads or helmets from the Star Wars universe. Because if you look at this, that's a helmet, that's a droid. Helmet, that's another droid. Helmet, another droid. Helmet, 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 and then, yeah. So these are all like the famous, well-known helmets or droids in the Star Wars universe. So basically, now that we've kind of named all them, I have a theory. So first of all, when you look at it, you're either getting blue or you're getting, red. So if you see, like, there's red thing right there. And what I realized is that these, I'm pretty sure, are actually lightsabers passing by the object to light them up. Because first of all, blue and red are lightsaber colors. And also, when you look, this is a great example right here. If you look and you just go frame by frame here, that was too much now. Basically, you see, that is most definitely the shape of a lightsaber. You see that there's like that white in the middle, and then there's like the red glow, and it's most definitely the shape of a lightsaber, and it just looks a lot like a lightsaber. And also, the kind of like the way that the blade, like very much there, kind of distorts and bends as it goes over his C-3PO's face here, because it's very like, because of the shape of the helmet, of the head, sorry, the lightsaber will bend and kind of distort around that. Also, quick little thing I want to point out is there's actually some like lights in this one. I'm pretty sure this is the only one that has lights that are not the lightsaber light, which is interesting. So these are basically, they look like metal of famous heads and stuff like that, and the lights were passing by them. So I have a kind of wild out there theory, but I'm going to just name it anyway. So I think that this is actually in some temple or some place hidden away somewhere. This is like the archives of the Star Wars universe. This is in the future, past all of the First Order area, or the Empire area, or like the Republic era, whatever that. This is after all that. When everyone you see here is all been long dead and forgotten, and this is someone who somehow has a lightsaber, or two people who aren't necessarily like good people or bad people, but I don't even know if that really is a thing anymore because it's been so long. But they have a red and a blue lightsaber, and they're basically shining them like a flashlight, and they're discovering the archives of the Star Wars universe. They're seeing basically metal statues that are basically like of famous helmets and famous droids and famous characters from the Star Wars universe that had an important role to play in the events that we've seen. And this is people who are coming with these lightsabers who they may have found or discovered or whatever. Maybe they're actually archaeologists in the Star Wars universe. We'll say that they're archaeologists could be one cool thing. It could be anything. But we'll say one example could be there could be archaeologists who are coming in and discovering the archives of the Star Wars universe. So they're discovering the past of the Star Wars universe, the long forgotten past. It's such a cool idea. I'd love to see it in some TV show or movie or something. It'd be such a cool idea, or maybe even a comic book or a novel or something. It'd be so cool to see this be brought to life into a story. And I just think it would be such a cool idea. I like it a lot. And also I think that maybe because it's all long forgotten, this is probably some temple or some room that's been hidden away, because clearly it's in the dark because like everything else is black, and they need to use the lightsaber to light it up, and this is probably buried and they had to dig it up and find it. And maybe in the Star Wars universe, maybe Star Wars tech has actually gone down. We've actually forgotten about all this, and and the Star Wars universe is actually like this place that's gone backwards, not forwards in advanced development. I don't know. It seems like something that wouldn't actually be like a thing. I feel like they would advance, but it's a possible idea. But the idea is that people are discovering the archives of the Star Wars universe using lightsabers, and they do metal statues. I think that's such a cool idea. I'd love to see that in a show. And tell me, guys, if you guys would like to see that too, if you think that would be cool. And maybe, just maybe, Disney Plus will eventually do that. I'd love to see that. Lucasfilm would do that. It would be so cool. I don't think it's going to happen, but I hope it does. And if you guys think if that's something that's cool, then please leave a like on this video and let me know down in the comments. And yeah. Also, when I was planning this video, this was actually a while back. I thought for a sec, and it made sense for a while, that maybe that the color red or blue for the lightsaber was gonna match whether the character or that you see is either good or bad, which made sense. But then it kind of falls apart. So I'll show you what I mean. So red for Darth Vader so far makes sense. Blue for BB-8 makes sense. He's a good guy. He's also a good guy, so it's blue again. That makes sense. Then this is Kylo Ren, which is, of course, red because he's bad. R2-D2 is good. Resistance guy is good. Scout Troopers are bad. But then it goes to blue. And Captain Phasma is not good. She's bad. So that don't make no sense. Then Mandalorian is red, but he's not really a bad guy. He's kind of actually more on the good side because he ends up fighting the Empire, and he's not really loyal to one side. So that also doesn't really make any sense. Also, one more thing I wanted to point out is when you look at the intro, because it actually starts off with looking like it's like has lots of different colors in it, and then as it kind of gets see this colors kind of going through it, like it looks very colorful here, and then as it gets closer and closer, as it gets more like visible and easier to see, as it gets more visible and easier to see, it becomes, and it kind of turns into that, of course, golden yellow Star Wars intro, which looks more golden than yellow. If you look back, more golden than yellow than the classic yellow logo. Kind of cool, giving a little more to it. And I think it looks like the same font, but a little more of a modern style. But that's really all I wanted to point out for that. Another quick thing I want to point out is that there's actually another version of this for the Lego Star Wars. So that intro was basically for like Star Wars. This is basically the intro for the Lego Star Wars on Disney Plus. And in the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, this is where this was first featured. So I'm going to show you guys this too. So that's basically it. It's pretty cool, as you can see. And basically, it's fairly similar. It's Darth Vader, then it's BB-8, then it's C-3PO, then it's Kylo Ren, then it's R2-D2, then it's Mandalorian, then it's a Scout Trooper, then it's a like First Order Stormtrooper, and then it's I believe that's Rey, Lego Rey in her like pilot helmet. And then the Lego Star Wars intro, which looks pretty metal to me. Like at the beginning, then it of course becomes like that like intro. But if you look back, it looks as it's like fading out, like some sort of like copper metal or something. So I don't know, maybe that's also a hint to something, but I doubt it. But you know, maybe they'll actually, if they make this discovering the archives, and then they make a Lego Star Wars version of it. I doubt that happened, but it'd be pretty funny. So yeah. So basically, as you can see, there's like the order is very similar in this one to this one, but then at a certain point it stops, and then they kind of switch around the order, and then they also kind of skip. They also kind of skip a lot of the characters that are found in this one, which is interesting. But I don't know, yeah. So I also think that probably in the future they're gonna make more versions of this, because of course this one ends with Mandalorian. Right? It ends with the Mandalorian because the Mandalorian is the important character. But I think that for different shows, they might show a different character at the end. They might change it a little bit based on the show that they're doing. But overall, it's going to follow this main formula. If they decide to reuse this or use another version of this intro for other shows, which I hope they do. I think it would be cool. Also, there's a nice flare though. Wow, I didn't even notice that. If you look back, it's a nice flare. But yeah, I think it's see, nice flare right there. But I think it'd be cool if they use this for more intros, and that's just what I wanted to show you guys today. If you guys did like this video, be sure to subscribe, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you.